I'm going to tell you a story. When I first started doing mobile fingerprinting, when we first really piqued our interest, we got a call from somebody. I took the call myself, and it was a celebrity I knew nothing about during that time. How I should put it, this individual is probably well known in the sports arena throughout the world. No ifs, ands, or buts. And this is the truth. Anyway, I got a call from his assistant about scheduling for mobile fingerprinting. Okay, then okay, I can figure this out. Here's the simple thing. Just go down some location, fingerprint them, and come back. So I got the address and information. I did my homework and said, what would JW do for something like this one here? Okay, we drive an X amount of miles. We go on this location here. It's somewhere in here. I'm not going to check all that other stuff. I'm just going to give them okay, then this is, what would I pay? Okay, I gave them a price. I called them back. Oh, the person called me back, gave them a price. And this is what the assistant said. Really? Is that it? This all you're going to charge? Okay. You know what? I got upset. Well, no, I got insulted. I was upset. Highly unmotivated. How are you going to sit here and ridicule the price that I came up with? I spent a lot of time on this price. So, I spent about 10 seconds on this price because I thought this is what I should be charging. This is what I might pay somebody to fingerprint me. And that was the biggest mistake I done. It was the best mistake I done too, because of right now, if it wasn't for that big mistake right there on the film and share it with you, I'm going to break it down for you there, we wouldn't be here today. So I was glad that person told me, really? Is that it? That's all you're going to charge him? Okay. That stuck with me. Let's continue with the story. Get them cups going. They're getting good. Act like there's a campfire around us. Okay? You got a special Kool-Aid in the cups at that time. I got a call from my friend. Her name is Sherry. She specializes in real estate. I'm not going to say her name. And I said, Sherry, I got a call from this company here for some type of mobile fingerprinting, and I'll fingerprint this guy. Yeah, some type of liquor license or something like that. Yeah. Wait, make it legit. Wait, I didn't have my cell phone back then. I had a regular telephone. Yeah. Yeah, his name is, I'm not going to tell you guys that. She says, what? His name is what? You charged him what? You got to be kidding me. Do you know who he is? He is the Michael Jordan of blah, 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 blah. No, it wasn't MJ, though. Wish it was. I'm like, so I did the right thing. I started Googling while she's talking. Pictures popped up everywhere. And she was still yelling at me right now. I'm going with you. You don't know what you're doing. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. I take care of this myself. Hang up the phone. I felt embarrassed, insulted, but at the same time, I was happy to realize I learned something new. I'm going to break this story down with you, but I'm going to keep on going. When I got to the place, got to the guarded community, took me a while to drive up to that location because it wasn't nearby. Well, it was nearby. In LA, everything's kind of nearby, but something called traffic. I didn't take that into consideration. Or the time they want me there. It was 8 a.m. That means I got to leave before 8 a.m. California time to get this done. So when I got to the guard shack and checked in, it took me another 20 minutes to get to the person's house. Okay, let me repeat myself. When I got to the guard shack to check in, it took me another 20 minutes to get to the person's house. You got that, right? When I get there, I'm looking around. Which one of these doors is the front door? Big place. Nice spot. Call up the assistant. Which of these doors did I go through? She started laughing at me again. Go to such and such a door. It's the one with this big blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm knocking on the door. And in my neighborhood, if you knock on the door, people say, who is it? This type of neighborhood, the lady who works with them comes to the door, don't know who I am because it wasn't the person I talked to, just lets me in. Now look, let's keep this real. I'm 6'4", 250, 6'4" plus a few pounds. And this person just let me in the door without asking anything. It says, "How can I help you?" Mine never doesn't go like that, okay? But I learned a lot there. I'm just assuming at the point, maybe she thought I was one of those sports celebrities that hang out with the gentleman here based off my size at the time. Because, I got it going on right here, right? Let me in. But the whole ordeal was experiencing. So one of the family, I fingerprint the husband and his wife, but I learned a lot from that deal there. And I made a lot of big mistakes during the whole process, which could went sideways on me later on. So I'm going to share some things with you right now. And number one is knowing your client. You guys better write this down, okay? I'm trying to keep it real. You better write this down. I'm going to keep this information short, brief, and to the point. Knowing your client. It's good to know who you're going to fingerprint. You don't want to go there surprised not knowing who the person is. We're based in a small country called Los Angeles. So when people contact us for mobile fingerprinting, we go ahead and see who they are after we get basic information from them and before we even send them out the quote. We're trying to find out who the person is because you just don't know where you're going or who the person is. And when you get there, you make sure you let them know that you respect their work in their particular industry and you share some thoughts or questions with them to engage them while you're fingerprinting. That's the side tip. Engage your customer while you're fingerprinting. But you should know who you're fingerprinting. Know your client or clients where you're going to. Our clients are pretty big names here in LA. We have a lot of big names, but we need to know more about the corporation where we're going to, their history, something about the board members, or the case may be. We need to know the clients before we get there. Very important. Number two, let's circle back to the person who said, really, is that it? That's all you're going to charge? See, man, I'm sitting like this is something else. Wait till later in the day. You guys restream, looking at this later on, get a cut for JW, okay? Tip one up from me. The brother needs one right now. Not knowing the pricing value points. Not put the word the in parentheses because I was going to say not knowing your pricing value points. And this is very important right here. We need to quit thinking. We need to change our mindset, I should say, to enhance other new ideals and possibilities. We need to refocus and reset our mindset to realize we can't set a price on what we think it is, or what we hope it is, or what we believe it is, or what we're told by society to do. Because a lot of us, we're not fortunate to have a multi-billion-dollar family growing up. Doesn't work like that. For those who have it, go ahead and streamline it, 10x it, and become a multi-trillionaire, where the case may be. I'm just keeping it real, folks. So I learned during that initial conversation when that assistant shared her point of view with me, I didn't know the pricing points. I didn't know the value I was bringing to the table. I was coming with the mindset of providing a detailed cardware service or providing a Wolfgang Puck type of meal crafted at their home, made at their home, but charging a Burger King price. Now, for those who work for Burger King on the business Burger King, good for you. I'm just trying to give an analogy here. If you don't like it, go ahead and keep on going, go a different channel, because JW here keeps things real. I didn't know the pricing value points. I assumed it would be this one here. I assumed, but my mindset back in those days is different from now. And for those who took our training program, got a chance to work with me directly, you know how I come about value of pricing. You know how I get. You know how I am about that. You're here to quit being busy and being broke to becoming more productive and getting paid. Stay busy, stay broke. Get productive, get paid. You got to write that down. Break out the hair. Where you get a pen for you guys? Here it is for you. National LiveScan Association. They got their own pens because new merchandise here. That's called a plug-in, folks. But we got those here. All right. Know your pricing value points. And that's a big topic in itself, but know what your value in your customers' eyes. And they devalue your services, you get the wrong customers, okay? Wrong customers. Because some customers are flaky. The if, ands, and buts. Not all customers are good customers. So, number 3, having no guaranteed commitments. What would happen if I drove way out there to meet this celebrity, or what I thought could be a celebrity, and you get there, the person says, you know what, the person left 10 minutes ago, we don't need your service no more. You would have got there and got paid. Well, it didn't happen in this particular case, but it happened in a different story. We had a very large mobile service. A few of us is on the road, heading over there to fingerprint. We get a call from the office. Other persons, they said they changed their mind. And this is 5 minutes before we get to the point. We are already there en route. 3 or 4 of us en route to fingerprint this very large group. They're going to call us 5 minutes prior and tell us, we changed your mind, your prices are too high. That was not too cool. They played us. So know what we did? We'll cut our prices. Can't just play the technicians because they're already en route. We'll cut our prices. And thank you for the services. They played us. And the reason why, they knew we were rookies. They knew we were rookies about this here. We were newbies. It's all written over your head. Like you go into a place, for the first time you're like a tourist, they know you're a tourist. They just stamped on your head. A big old tourist, a big old rookie. We didn't get the payment up front. If you're seasoned in mobile fingerprinting and got new customers, you need to get your payment up front before you even guarantee that day. When they pay, you lock it in, they ain't going to be there for firm, and you can confirm that particular date and time. Now they got teeth in the game also. If there's no commitment on their behalf and the money's not there, and you show up and they're not there, you FUBU the clown. Now, those that have heard of FUBU the clown, you got certain friends, your neighbors should look up and ask them what a FUBU the clown is. All right? You need to make sure you get some type of guaranteed commitments from them prior to making the commitment and showing them out there. Now, you might have certain customers who will pay you on a regular basis. You may be working them for years. Good. You could bill them afterwards. But if they're brand new customers, you need to have some type of commitment from them that they want you there for sure on a certain date and time. Very important, extremely important. And all these different points right here are subjects in itself. But these are very important things you should consider. Now I got 2 points. I got 2 more things I'm gonna share with you here. I'm calling these nuggets, bonus points, how you want to call it. Suppose just give you like 3 different points. I'll give you 2 more because I think this is very important. And I did this at the last second this morning here to get the session up for you folks. Right here, like I showed you early on, I was thinking too small when I had the price for this particular celebrity. I almost said the person's name there. But overall, when you offer any type of services, quit letting them put you down as if you're just a one-shop operation, a one-person or 2-person mom-and-pop operation. You might be, but quit thinking like that. You need to think on a higher level and come across a higher level. Don't just say I. Start saying we. And I was thinking too small at the time. When they punked us, and other times happened too early on in the stages, trying to do this stuff here, not knowing what the heck we were doing. We made a lot of big mistakes, and it cost us a lot of money, a lot of recognition in the industry. But we fixed all that. Trust me on that. That's been fixed years ago, decades ago. But I was thinking too small early on. I was thinking based on what society told me I should think like, not what I know better inside. Don't let society dictate to you how to run your organization. I didn't say a business. I didn't say your office. I said an organization. Okay, then. If we kept letting them dictate us how to run things, to tell us what they want to nickel and dime us on and accept what we thought was okay, but really we're being underpriced, that means we can keep staying busy, staying broke. But once we learn how to become productive, we start getting paid. Stay busy, stay broke, get productive, get paid. Very important. Now, if you folks like what you're hearing here, please share your thoughts in the comment section and share your thoughts. What mistakes have you had? And please, 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 we need you guys to help us keep this channel going by liking, subscribing, and click the notification button. I just want to make sure you guys understand it's very important to let us know what you need from us here to help you grow your business. So once again, like, subscribe, and click the notification button, especially if you're in the YouTube channel. Other platforms on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, do the same thing out there too. And also share the word about us here. But we need you guys to join. Get some more information from us here. Finally, I'm going to share this with you. Number 5, quoting over the phone. What you don't want to do when people call you, hey, we need you down on location tomorrow, and we're in downtown LA. How much are you going to charge? Well, I'm going to charge you XYZ. Great. We see you tomorrow. Do not do that. Downtown LA might be close to you, or a city downtown might be close to where your case may be. It might be 5, 10, 20, 30 miles away. But please, a lot of things to take in consideration when you give a price. One thing is, if you give a price over the phone, you have no clout. You have no authority. You have no positioning. You have no grounding. They're going to try to negotiate with you and tie you down your prices. And you have nothing to justify with. When you send them a quote in writing, it's like a contract. It's in writing. It gives them more positioning, more of a firm grounding to stand on. So it's very important to quit trying to give a quick quote over the phone. Now, you have your base points. You have your minimum prices. I understand that. If you don't have those, you should have those. But for the final number, send it to them in writing. Email it to them. If they like what they see, or they accept your quote or your invoice, make sure you have a tool put in place where they can click a link on that invoice and pay online. Make it easy for them. I could go on and on and on, especially by taking quotes over the phone, providing quotes over the phone. Don't do that. I don't care what you saw out there and these other channels out there, be honest with you, I'm going to keep it real. They need some more experience. They're busy staying broke. I want you guys to get productive and get paid. So please quit trying to give a quick quote over the phone, try to capture that sale that seems desperate. Seems like you take anything at that point right there. Now, there's certain situations that might have to happen, but try to refrain from that. Come across as professional. And put yourself in their shoes. If you need a certain service here from somebody else and they seem too desperate, either you're going to run away or take advantage of the situation. My name is Jay Doug. I'm about to say something else here, but I need to keep this real because this is a YouTube channel.